done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition? Bone face.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but.
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a butt person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However,
that all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. I ain't gonna front, y'all. I know it's a little bit late, but yo, I had to talk about this just in case I get a little caught up tomorrow night, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I might have to go get me some fat poom, you dig? You know how that go? Either way, shit. No matter what, it ain't gonna stop the show. Even if I have to come on a day early. And don't worry, I'm gonna try to make sure I come on tomorrow night, because you know I always come on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and definitely on Sundays. So salute to everybody checking in, and salute to everybody in the replay gang. I salute you. Now, you know, I guess, you know, people ain't used to me running so late, but, you know, sometimes it's going to be like that. You feel me? When you're trying to get your YouTube channel, sometimes you just got to just be spur of the moment and keep the content going. You feel me? Come on even on days that people don't even expect you to come on. Now, with that being said, I'm going to get on with it to show. All right. So, yeah, let's see here. Okay, where's it at? Oh, there we go. All right. Okay. So anyway, as you see from the topic, it says Shaq says men cheating depends on women. Now we all know that Shaq, you know, is a big blue pill beta simp. You know what I'm saying? He's always simping and caping for the women and stuff. But, you know, he does have, you know, at the same time, hey, like I said in the description, even a broken clock could be right twice a day. Now, with that being said, let's see what Shaquille O'Neal has to say about the dating market. And isn't that ironic that Shannon Sharpe is having these issues, you know what I'm saying, with his podcast, and now Shaquille O'Neal is, you know, not that he hasn't been on podcasts already, but, you know, now he's up here, you know, he's trying to be, now he's super vocal now. You know, not that he wasn't vocal anyway, because let's be real, if you watch regular TV, Shaquille O'Neal is always on TV. You know, there's no way you could go a day without seeing Shaquille O'Neal, whether it's on a commercial or not. So, salute to Shaq. Well, we can talk about that in a whole another day.
Sexually monogamous to one woman?
Of course.
Of course?
Yeah.
Do you think the majority of men are faithful?
I don't want to answer for the majority because I love your boy, but I don't know how he's going to edit it. I never want to seem like I'm the expert. I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, but I know it can't be done.
Okay. Well, that's good, especially because you're in like a lot of...
But I think it depends on...
Her?
Yeah.
What?
Her runs the world.
You think a man cheating depends on the woman?
Yeah.
I don't think that at all.
Don't matter what you think. How come you think... Where do you think the phrase happy wife, happy life comes from?
Yeah, but I think men cheat.
No, well, okay, so I think there's three types of cheaters. There's a serial cheater, the James Bond cheater, and then the guy that's forced to cheat.
Okay, what is a James Bond cheater and how are you forced to cheat?
James Bond cheater is I do everything right. I'm in Rio. I see a little thing. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, nobody sees me. Boom, boom, boom. I come back home to my normal life.
Okay. Right? You're smooth. You're slick with it.
Smooth with it, yeah. Okay. The guy that's forced to cheat is I've been on the road in a week and I come here and you be like, I got to do my podcast. That's the first night. I can't. I got to make it like you just 4 or 5 days in a row, you're not taking care of your man, and then he does what he does.
Oh. So then you step out.
And then there's a serial cheater, the guy that just don't whatever. But yes, men can. I think it depends on that. Women run the world. Y'all just don't know it.
So how do we take power in that?
By stop talking shit and just do it. Huh.
But like, what does that look like? Just
I have no idea.
Oh.
What? Hold up.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I don't know, Shaquille O'Neal. See, it's like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you was making a statement, but then, you know what I'm saying, you backed off on that statement. Because what does that look like? You don't know what it looked like. You basically added to it. You said, you know, shut up and just do what you're supposed to do instead of talking about it. You know how women say they're gonna love you and cherish you, they're gonna be with you through thick and thin. Well, if you find out that I was fucking another bitch, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's thick and thin right there, right? Right? You know? Shaq is kind of he said it without really directly saying it, and he's hee-hawing around it. But the bottom line is that ladies, for all the ladies, for the handful of ladies who do watch my show, if you really don't want a dude to cheat on you, make sure he's sexually satisfied by you. I mean, that's not a guarantee, but that's the best way possible that you can stop a man from cheating on you. If you want a man to really not cheat on you, I mean, hey, the good thing that helps is if you know if he's sexually attracted to you. If you know if he's sexually attracted to you, and you know he was feeling you before, because let's just be real, some of y'all girls are girlfriends to guys who don't even really like y'all. Let's just be real. But for the women who got a man that they know that that man, you know, always excited to, like, you know what I'm saying, get down with you ladies, make sure you give them as much sex as possible. Don't hold out. Don't try to use sex as a weapon. If you give him sex on abundance, he'd probably be less inclined to go and cheat on you on that roll. I'm just being real with y'all. But if you try to hold out and use sex as a weapon, or sex as a Scooby stack, you know, once in a time treat, you know what I'm saying, for doing good deeds, all you're gonna do is just go down. He can go down 27th Avenue, he can go down Figueroa, and he'll go get his meat fixed. You feel me? Or fuck around and lose his job trying to smash on his co-worker. So with that being said, ladies, if you really don't want your man to cheat on you, make sure he's sexually satisfied. I mean, to be honest, if you ask my opinion, you know, Shaquille O'Neal can't say this, but in my opinion, you know, cheating for a man and cheating for a woman is two different things. You know, man biologically, I mean, shit, even women biologically want to be with other people. But the whole thing is that, okay, the question is, you know, do women give the same things that men, do women provide, you know, the same things that men provide in relationships? And the answer is a no. Nope. We all know damn well that, you know, the women want provision and protection, which they're not going to do. So, hey, you know, if a man steps out on you and he's not a serial cheater, you know, he's not trying to smash on your mama, your cousin, your sister, then, you know, a man's just being a man. And anyway, let's just be real. You break up with your man, you know, to go get with somebody else who you think is not going to cheat. Trust me, all men cheat. And any man who probably doesn't have access to go cheat on you, or even have the access to even exercise that option, it's probably not a man that you even are even sexually attracted to anyway, right? So there you have it.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
I'm going to play it one more time for everybody else who's coming on the stream late.
What's faithful?
Sexually monogamous to one woman?
Of course.
Of course?
Yeah.
Do you think the majority of men are faithful?
I don't want to answer for the majority because I love your boy, but I don't know how he's going to edit it. I never want to seem like I'm the expert. I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, but I know it can be done.
Okay. Well, that's good, especially because you're in like a lot of...
But I think it depends on...
Her?
Yeah.
What?
Her runs the world.
You think a man cheating depends on the woman?
Yeah.
I don't think that at all.
No matter what you think. How come you think... Where do you think the phrase happy wife, happy life comes from?
Yeah, but I think men, people that cheat.
No, well, okay, so I think there's three types of cheaters. There's a serial cheater, the James Bond cheater, and then the guy that's forced to cheat.
Okay, what is a James Bond cheater and how are you forced to cheat?
James Bond cheater is, I do everything right. I'm in Rio. I see a little thing. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, nobody sees me. Boom, boom, boom. I come back home to my normal life.
Okay.
All right.
You smooth. You slick with it.
Smooth with it, yeah.
Okay.
The guy that's forced to cheat is I've been on the road in a week and I come here and you be like, I can't, I got to do my podcast. That's the first night. I can't, I got to make it like you just 4 or 5 days in a row, you're not taking care of your man, and then he does what he does.
Oh. So then you step out.
And then there's a serial cheater, the guy that just don't whatever. But yes, men can. I think it depends on that. Women run the world. Y'all just don't know it.
So how do we take power in that?
By stop talking shit and just do it. Huh.
But like, what does that look like? Just
I have no idea.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? I ain't even giving him too much trouble. Yo, at that point, he said what he said. What he said, ladies. You know, truth be told, you know, you ladies, y'all don't like to take advantage of good advice. Y'all don't like to take heed, you know what I'm saying, to things that men are telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, your own father, your own brother, you know, even your exes could have tell you exactly what they want, but guess what? Y'all gonna just have it heart set on what y'all expect or what y'all want to give us. And when the things don't end up the way it is, and you kind of wonder why you in and out of a relationship, you end up realizing that your expectations are truly unrealistic. Like, for example, not expecting a man. For example, if you got a dude that y'all know that y'all are attracted to and y'all believe that other people will be attracted to him as well, why wouldn't he go and cheat? Or why wouldn't he have other women? Especially in the black community. Y'all want a dude who get hoes. Because let's just be real. If he can't get hoes, y'all ain't gonna like him anyway. But y'all want dudes to get hoes. But then when he get with you, you don't want him to get hoes. How that makes sense, bro?
Emotional damage.
How that makes sense? You know, the truth is, there's a lot of unreal expectations on both ends of the table, whether we're talking about women or men. But guess what? I represent men, so we're gonna talk what we talk about for tonight. You feel me? And you know what y'all go through is not really that important at this moment. Not saying it's not important, because I do try to teach my guys, you know, the best to do the right thing. You know, well, when I say the right thing possible. You know, the right thing for every party's involved. You feel me? We ain't about lying to hoes over here, or lying to females, or lying to any woman. You know, whether you're a decent woman or a bitch or whatever, we're not about lying. We're about telling the truth here in the righteous sphere. So yeah, but you know, salute to Shaquille O'Neal for keeping them 100. I'm gonna say he kept it 100. I'll say he kept it 90. So anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all up for too long tonight. You feel me? Seems like a lot of people seem like y'all are busy tonight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got my chatters in the time. You know, it's usually because they expect me to come on 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But it's all good. I can still go through some eye candy before I head up out of here. Well, Jesus. Brazil. I thought you was from the Dominican Republic or something. Sheesh. Let's check on the weather.
Guys, so brightening up the week. Look at this gorgeous weather. I knew I'd bring you good news. That's why you tune in. Back to the studio.
Shit, she pogalicious. But hey, she could definitely get it though. I ain't gonna front, Billy. She could definitely get it, bro.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Thanks, guys. So,
what is this from Prom Hub or something, bro? Where is this from? Prom Hub? Is she really on this news channel dressed like that? Shit, either way.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Yo. Shit. Okay, for everybody who like the sisters, here we go. Shit. Probably gonna fuck around and get a copyright for that music. I thought it was some original music. Yo, man, I ain't gonna front, man. Me personally, if I had to choose one, I would definitely go with letter A. But if it was up to me, I would go with choice A, B, and C. I'll just take all three. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all three can get it. All three can get it. You know, even if you can say that one on the end is, overweight or she's big or whatever. But yo, if she was just to get on her workout, lose that gut, she got that butt, she got her own hair. Hey, it might be a little fro or whatever, but hey, at least she got her edges, unlike a lot of these American chicks out here. But definitely A could definitely get it. B, man, they all could get it, yo. What can I say? Now, JJ Diesel Traveler 79 Smith says, "Good evening. I'm listening, getting ready to go to bed." It's Lindsay Kelly West in the chat. Yeah, man. It seems like my crew be going to bed a little early, and I understand because I gotta be at work too. But yo, man, the show must go on. G, the show must go on. You feel me? We're gonna have another topic tomorrow night after 10, but the show must go on. So I appreciate you for tuning in, G. But yeah, but these chicks must be from Africa or something like that. These are definitely not no Black American chicks, unfortunately. They're looking good though. Salute to them. Salute to the ladies from the continent. All right, what else I got for y'all? Oh. Wait a damn minute. So I guess this is one reason why I don't want to be in a relationship, because sometimes a girl be trying to play you like a straight goofy. Check it.
Why I can't sleep with? It's family, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this is family, right?
I mean, yeah, but baby, you're not gonna sleep in the bed with us. That's crazy. You know better than that. Yeah. At least she cool with it. I really don't mind, but
remember them spirits? It be spirits in this house. It's crazy. Yeah, we need to stick together.
Yo.
You got a girl. Drop her.
I wish my girlfriend or my wife or whoever I live with said that she was gonna go sleep in the bed with another woman and I'm not involved, bro.
What kind of shit is that?
Come on now. And plus, I ain't kids no more. What y'all sleep in the bed together? And what y'all gonna be talking about in the bed together? Y'all ain't damn elementary. Hey, if y'all, feed this. She gotta understand you got a dude now. So shit, you might as well just go ahead and get in the bed naked. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no coercion, but we all grown. And hey, she can't be in the bed, then she needs to take her ass the fuck home, bro. Matter of fact, that is a prime example now why you shouldn't be with it. Why some of these modern relationships suck anyway, because Why would she not want to be in the bed with you and want to be in the bed with her homegirl? Like, what kind of lesbian activity is that, bro? Really excited to jump into bed with another woman. Interesting.
Butterfly in the sky. Come on. I can go twice as high. Let's get it on. Take a look. Nigga. My nigga. Reading rainbow. You think it's a game? I can go anywhere. Suck my dick. Friends to know. My nigga. Ways to grow. Nigga. Reading rainbow. Here we go again.
Like, for real, what type of lesbian activities is she trying to get on, bro?
Here you looking for Candyman, bitch.
Shit crazy. Shit crazy. Did y'all see that video with the when the girls are trying to run the dude's pockets? I'm gonna try to show some of it. I ain't gonna try to show all of it, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get away with showing some of it. That shit crazy, bro.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yo.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Man, you know, I ain't about violence, and we don't promote violence on this channel, but I just kind of just thought it was just crazy how she was just all up in his man's pockets, though, man. Like, that's a robbery, bro. That's a robbery. And I don't, you know what? Let me see if I have any more of a better angle than that. But, and what I'm mad about is, and this is another reason why y'all can't even talk about trying to get the community back together, because black men were watching these women gang up on this dude and trying to, like, was running this dude's pockets, and they was laughing about it, recording it. And when he took action is when they wanted to go and be.
Damn, they going in their pocket. They going in that nigga pocket. They running that nigga pocket. They going in that nigga pocket. That nigga pocket.
Now y'all see why he two-pieced him. That man defended himself. That man's defending himself. JJD says God Madia is definitely angry at the 304. NF is one of the modern day plague. Facts. But you see how they literally thought this dude was a duck. They really think he's a duck and trying to rob him. Look. Look at this. You see how both these chicks are on him? Look. Look at this shit. Until he decided that he had enough. And guess what? Her little fat ass homegirl next to her, that fat ass bitch, trying to help him run the pockets. But guess what? When he start giving them them two pieces, you feel me? When he started knocking these hoes out, the other one, the fat one, made sure she was nowhere to be around. But look who comes to the rescue. Look who comes to the rescue. Look who wants to come to the rescue. Yo, I'm gonna just say this right now for the record. Y'all can be mad. Y'all can cut this up and say whatever y'all fucking y'all want. You feel me? But yo, man, black American men, y'all weak, man. Y'all can't stand up to y'all women, y'all weak. See, that's a problem. And I ain't gonna lie. I done almost damn lost my life behind some bullshit like that. Why? Because guess what? Men just want to let women, you know what I'm saying, do anything to a man. But when it's time to give them equal rights, black men always want to stop. I mean, I don't want to just put it on black men because it is in American society as well, but definitely in the black community, black men do not want to hold black women accountable, but they will do their best to hold another black man accountable, even when he's not even responsible, even when he's just defending himself. And guess what? That's why white people don't respect the black community. White people don't respect black men, because guess what? If black men cannot even make their own woman respect them, then guess what? Then what are they to respect? Let me just rephrase that. Black men cannot make anyone respect them. Black men could only respect themselves enough to keep themselves separate from those type of people. That's the best way, because guess what? You can't force anyone to respect, but guess what? Respect is definitely earned. And, people who don't know how to be respectful, there's jails for those people. There's, bad neighborhoods and ghettos and projects for those type of people. And, as black men, not all skin folk, just because we all the same skin folk don't mean we're all kin folk. Unfortunately, we have to be able to separate ourselves from the undesirables, bro. Straight up. I mean, that might sound fucked up, but it's real. But yeah, man. What else I got for y'all? Because I'm about to sign off soon, but I always want to see if there's anything else I want to talk about tonight. Oh, did y'all hear about that lady who called some black boy the N-word? And this lady almost got $600,000. Check this out.
The child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him. Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say. Nobody digging to you. That little kid, you call him a... The little child? Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old and the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
That's a hate speech. And you can be the that.
I don't give
a Okay, we'll see about that with the internet.
He said he's gonna plug her on the internet. So she has look like she actually has a GoFundMe or some type of fundraising page where it says, "Help me protect my family." It says goal 1 million. Raise $638,000, bruh. And it says, let's see here. And it says, "My name is Shiloh, and I have been put into a very, very dire situation. I recently had a kid steal from my 18-month-old son's diaper bag at the park. I'll call the kid out for what he was."
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find... But... You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
What exactly? That's interesting. So because someone steals, you call them a racial slur? Interesting. And Shiloh, I don't know. Is that an American name? I don't know. Sounds kind of Eastern European, bro. Shit crazy. Shit is crazy. Well, if people are donating, that just goes to show that racism is still real. Because, so just because someone's stealing your stuff doesn't mean you're supposed to be calling them, N-words. And then you're crazy enough to say it on record. That's just crazy. So anyway, enough about that hoe. Let's talk about let's talk about this chick right here. This sister. Let's see what this sister has to say about
You ever notice what some women will say what a real man is? It's always like a real man won't mind if I have 10 kids from 10 different baby daddies. He's going to love all them kids and take care of
them. Damn.
You ever notice what some women will say what a real man is? It's always like a real man won't mind if I have 10 kids from 10 different baby daddies. He's going to love all them kids and take care of all them kids. Or a real man doesn't mind if I slept with 500 guys between the ages of 19 and 20. He's going to love me anyway. He won't care if I have horrible spending habits. He's going to fit the bill. Like, it's never positive. It's never about a real man will have some kind of self-worth. Like, a real man will never tolerate respect. A real man will walk away from me if I'm ever disrespectful to him. It's never anything like that. It's always a real man's going to put up with someone else's BS. You guys ever notice that? Because I noticed that. What do you think?
Lies told. No lies told. But guess what? Unfortunately, they're going to call her a pick-me. They're going to say this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. But,
It's an evil world we live in.
But, unfortunately, not many women are very logical thinkers. I ain't saying all women, but enough to have this conversation. And I seen this on Coach Greg Adams, and I seen this on Coach Greg Adams' show the other day. I think this is a chick who used to be Freddie from a different world. Look what she got to say at like 50 plus.
Say at 55, I don't think I've clearly chosen a partner that's compatible for me. Yet, with all I know, I'm too smart to have chosen what I've chosen,
Yeah.
Yeah. I could have given myself the credit for how intelligent I really am.
Even actually when you were talking in the beginning about, the kind of people who approach you and like, well, that's just who approaches me. I'm like, well, who do you approach?
I don't approach anybody.
Why not?
I've never done that before. Ever. I don't think I've ever approached a man. I've never asked a man out.
Why?
I don't know now that we're talking about it. Now that I think about it, I mean, what is there to lose?
Right. Yeah. And then you get to actually be in the driver's seat and select.
And I do love the driver's seat.
That's to give yourself credit to not just that you didn't pick the right people, but you have to wait statistically for the right person to pick you.
Yes, what a lovely gift. You're so right. Maybe I'll give it a try.
You really should.
I think I should.
Your best sex, your best relationship, your most erotic life is like that way.
Woo!
That's really cool.
It's very cool.
A lot of people.
Very cool.
It's way better.
I do. Now I want to try it. Oh my God, my girlfriends are just going to be like, bitch, we heard you say it on camera. It's on.
Bruh. Yo. I mean, for what it's worth, she has some really nice skin for an old lady. But yo, that was like watching my mama, bruh.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Or like one of our old friends or something, bruh.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Really, bro? Really? Oh, so embarrassing to say at 55. I thought she was a little bit older than that. I thought she... Yo, real talk. I don't think she's 55. She might be a little older than that, bro. 55. We all know that women be shaving like 5 to 10 years off that real age. I don't know, man. I don't know. And you know what's crazy? She's actually lying. She does approach men. What she doesn't do, she doesn't go and say, "Hey, I want to take you out. Give me a number." Well, what she does is, and what she has done, and what most women have done all their lives is, if they like a guy, they just be up in his face. You know, hi Johnny, hi Derek, hi Chad, hi Tyrone. What they do is they be up in their face to the point that the dude had, he had no choice but to go and, go ahead and, because at this point it's a layup. Like, she passed him the ball. You know what I'm saying? She let him know he up for the shot. But they claim that they haven't done this before. That's so funny. Trust me, they have approached men. They have approached men. They just don't do it often. Now, they might not do it to the average Joe, but they have done it before in their life. They have just done it before in their life. It's just that at this point in time, even though she hasn't had any positive results from dating, because she's been dating for too long, she doesn't understand that essentially, she aged out and her standards are too high. It's pretty obvious. You're 55, 60, and you still ain't got no body. And she thinks that, and then she's telling the other young feminists, it's so crazy. The old feminist is telling the young feminist about how she's so smart about statistically speaking. Statistically speaking, life is what you make it. That's one thing I learned. I learned that in my old age. I wish I would have knew that when I was younger. But in my old age, I did learn that life is what you make it, man. Sometimes it might not go the way you want. It might even take a little longer to get to your goals. But, you definitely gotta grab life by its horns, especially women. I mean, goddamn, not to say the Lord's name in vain, but Jesus or, the Most High or Allah, God, you name it. He gave you tits and ass. Some of y'all even got a pretty face. Some of y'all was blessed to even not to be overweight. All you had to do was just go with a decent man. But no, y'all want to do what feminism said. You got to go with a bad boy and get with a prince, Prince Charming after the fact. Unfortunately, that's not what happens at all. As a matter of fact, you're more than likely to end up a single mother than you ended up with Prince Charles if you don't, if you're a woman who doesn't date, doesn't date seriously out the gate, all the way from high school. Yes, high school. Your parents should be instilling you, to maybe be serious about a relationship. Not necessarily having sex in high school, but let's just be real. People in high school are gonna leave high school. They're definitely gonna have sex. You might as well get ready for the real world. This is life. Unfortunately, we have this woman here telling, unfortunately, feminists never tell other feminists that feminism was a mistake. Because look at her. She dressed like a feminist. Yeah, she might be dressed in Asian little outfit, but that don't mean she's not. That's technically cultural misappropriation. But hey, with that being said, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. My name is Cali West. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Yo, I'm out of here for the night, y'all. Peace out. Gone.